Hey there, everybody. It's Mike and Dom here for another amazing episode of Voice of Crypto. So it's Mike and Dom from Blockchain Sensei. If you've not heard about us, please go and check out www.blockchainsensei.com if you want to have some more additional lessons and learn more about crypto and blockchain.
Cool. Hi, guys. So we've got another interesting episode for you where we're going to be taking you through some crypto charts, just looking at the overall markets and where we are right now. So we're going to start with just the total crypto.
What's this one? I'll get that.
We got total crypto. So as you can see, there's a couple different total cryptos. So we're going to go for the complete total crypto market with Bitcoin. The other two, the difference is that this one is actually excluding Bitcoin, as you can see. And then the third one is excludes Bitcoin and ETH. So this is just all the smaller coins. Yeah, so let's start with just the total with all of the cryptos and see where we are right now.
So the blue pattern that you can see is actually the 2018 bear market. So when we zoom into it, you can actually see that the price and the structure of the markets this time have been quite similar, especially in this region here, especially in the region that we've just been through. So this is expecting somewhat of a pump and then to come back down. So that would bring us down to around 488 billion
total market cap of
is what we're expecting.
Whole crypto market. Right, so let's hide some of these things so we can see the chart as it is. So this is on a daily view, guys. So we started looking at the chart on a daily.
Normally we start on the weekly.
Yes, normally we start on the weekly because you can see the bigger picture. You see the data from, so one of these candlesticks, it's 1 week of worth of data. If you go on a monthly chart, one stick is 1 month worth of data. So it just shows you a bigger picture of the market and you can see just bigger time.
Yeah. I think it's important to note that we're also on the log scale. So the log scale removes what we would class as a recency bias. So when you're not on the log scale, what the chart will look like is this.
Oh, wow. That's a big difference.
So it's a big difference. This is actually what the chart actually looks like. Most things will be set up like this and what it does is it makes the most recent candles bigger. But we don't want to do that. We want to stick to log.
No, you want to see the trends more clearly. It's just better to see.
So we can see it's actually still a bit of an uptrend. I'd say the time where we really want to start worrying, let's not even do it. Is there.
So guys, as you can see, the start of this white trend line is actually taking us back all the way to 2015, as you can see at the bottom of the screen, where the time, and the time is. So that was 2015. I think it was 2015, 2014. Yeah. August 2015, right there.
Well, technically, you could argue that it started, January 2015. You could argue that it started. But that's altcoins.
So overall, as you can see, we are still in a bull trend. Obviously, we have had some recent sideways movements on the total. This is still the total crypto market. It's just what it is right now. We just got to get through it.
Let's look at the altcoins, and again, we'll remove the drawings so we can see what's going on here in the big picture of things. Again, it's not as nice of an uptrend, but we can still see it's not exactly a major downtrend. It's just kind of settling out here, and it's touching this weekly moving average very nicely here and settling out. So that would suggest that maybe there's a slight dip coming, but pretty much the bottom is more or less is what this would suggest. Obviously, there was a disclaimer at the start of this episode, so this is not financial advice. So let's go and look at Bitcoin. So Bitcoin on the weekly as well, we can see the RSI is super low. It's now.
Oh wow, that's good. Look at the yellow line meeting.
Yeah. So that would suggest we're
So that's
expecting
RSI-based moving average, right?
Yeah, so we're expecting some kind of movement to the upside sometime soon. But yeah, we are currently under the 200-week moving average though,
which is the pink line.
Yeah, so that's the daily.
Okay, so that was the weekly. Now we're going back to the daily. So this is the daily on Bitcoin. There's not been too much crazy price action. We have been going sideways for a while, as we probably all experienced and seen. Right, so this takes us back now to 2018. And this is on a daily. So this was the market peak in 2021. And now since then, so we have been in a downtrend with Bitcoin since November 2021. So over a year now. So 13 months in a downtrend. There's let's draw this trend line. It's not, as you can see, it's
kind of in line with the moving average.
It's in line with the moving average, but not with the actual chart.
Yeah.
So if we follow that trend, it's like 1, 2 touches. It's not a very strong trend. 2 touches, it's not.
Yeah. In comparison to the S&P 500.
So Bitcoin, as you can see, still going sideways. Hopefully,
assuming
a little bit of a move up soon is due.
You can see it kind of bottoming out around the 15,000 mark.
Yep.
Yeah, you can see it there. It's kind of bottomed in.
You've got 1, 2 touches there.
Zoom in just a little bit more.
It's created a little support. It's not a strong support, but
yeah, it is one.
There is one. Okay, let's move on to ETH.
I did want to just compare that to the S&P 500 if we go and take a look at it.
Okay, go on. Before we move on to ETH, let's...
Yeah. Let's remove all the analysis.
Yeah, go on then.
So we can see that's a clear downtrend with 1, 2, 3, 4 touches to the downside. So we're expecting that to continue on moving down. And then one of the main reasons a lot of people are saying this is going to continue to move down is because we're expecting the 10-year bond to actually have a bit of an issue with going up. So we can see the 10-year bond hit this Fibonacci level and bounced up there. Now, if bonds go up, it normally means big money takes money out of other assets and sticks with the long-term bonds. So we can see we're expecting this to maybe come back up to the 4.3%. And this is what should help stop inflation. And we can see the RSI on this was pretty low. So that's one of the reasons why institutions are moving that way. Now, copper is always an indicator of what's going to happen with the markets and with tech, because copper is needed in pretty much all tech. Now, if we take it back to the super fundamentals, copper's kind of needed in all the chips and all the miners that make Bitcoin, and so it's a pretty important thing. So yeah, if the price of copper changes, then...
And look how it's touched the 200 moving average.
Yeah, as well. So this has got a similar like
very clear downtrend.
Yeah, super clear downtrend here.
And it's touching that perfectly.
Yeah. So that's how that relates to that. But yeah, let's get back to crypto. So this is ETH. Let's remove the drawings here.
Cool. So again, similar thing with ETH. As we know, we've been on the downtrend for a while. So ETH actually peaked again November 2021 around the same time as Bitcoin. And since then, it's just been the same story. I feel like this downtrend, though, is a bit clearer, and it has been following it a bit more closer than the Bitcoin one. But anyway, we can see how it roughly followed the same pattern in this area, where again, I feel like we're probably going to see a little bit more of sideways movement.
Yeah, I would say this signal is if we get past this moving average point now. So if we get past 1,435, that's where things should start heating up for ETH. But on the other side, my prediction personally is I'm hoping for $400 ETH. That's that's me wishing. But I think we could, if we're lucky, see $800 ETH again. But I just don't think we're going to get the 400 like I want for Christmas.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to be a Christmas present for you there.
I'd be happy if it was.
It would be, but
Yeah.
Doubt it.
Let's
The
go to
RSI is at 50 as well, so it's a bit of a could do
look
anything
at,
really.
this week's movers and shakers. So just go to the normal crypto profile. Okay, so the main cryptos that moved this week were Ape, Axie Infinity, Monero, The Graph, EOS, Kyber, Tron, Rune, Solana, and Litecoin. Biggest losers were Doge, Flow, and Immutable X. So let's start with looking at some of these. We'll start with having a look at ApeCoin. So we can see ApeCoin.
So this was the move the last couple of days. I think it went up how much?
Like 4 or 5%.
Let's measure it. Measure tool here. So this is the sideways action movement that we've had for over a week. And then the spike up was actually 21%.
That's actually a big game when you actually really think about it.
Yeah. And that's happened over not a lot of time.
13 days almost, was it?
Yeah. It looks like it's only 2 or 3 candles, to be fair. Yeah.
Yeah, and look at that support that was
1, 2 over 4 days, 21%. That
How long was the support there for?
10 days, nearly 2 weeks actually.
Wow.
Nearly 2 weeks. So this was happening for nearly 2 weeks.
And then bam.
And then 21%.
Nice.
So that is good. Good news for ApeCoin.
I think that's because of a conversation I had with some people from Animoca Brands. That's because ApeCoin's position itself to be the ultimate gaming coin. So they're trying to get involved in as many games as possible so that you can use it.
So it's always needs to be used, always needs to be around.
Yeah.
It's always going to have utility.
Yeah. Which is kind of what Polkadot and Matic are also doing. So let's have a look at Polkadot and Matic being as we're here. So Polkadot is just doesn't ever seem to want to go below this $4 area.
Oh, it's trying to fight, it's trying to stay afloat, but I don't know with Polkadot, you know, it's just.
Yeah, I think it's done well, to be honest, because it hasn't dropped as much as other projects since May. If we look at it since May, it's kind of just gone sideways, more or less.
Yeah, true. Since May.
So if you go from here, okay, from July, it's just kind of
from here.
Yeah,
because that's when a lot of cryptos had a little
mini pump.
Little mini pump, and we all got excited in the summer.
But yeah, I think the key thing is to look out for is that same kind of support line that we saw on Ape. To see if we see that again. But yeah, that's down 40-odd%.
40% since summer.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's still quite a significant move downwards.
Let's see if because Starbucks announced their wallet with, I think it was on Polygon. I'm not too sure. Don't quote me on that. But let's see if Polygon moved at all. Yeah, there we go. You see that little spike?
Yeah, there we go. Even from here. So yeah, that was June. It's not really since summer. It's not really moved down. So when all the other cryptos did that little pump, and then they all unfortunately went back down, Polygon stayed up and went even higher.
Yeah,
more recently.
It's actually really interesting. I think Polygon's chart is quite similar to the Nvidia chart. Just quickly pull up the Nvidia one. Now, why is Nvidia important for crypto? Well, yes, because most mining rigs use Nvidia graphics cards, so it's pretty important. Okay, maybe it's not as good as Polygon. Oh wait, actually,
it did actually. No, oh, look at that though. Wow.
Okay, just about to hit that moving average.
That's a good spot. That is not the greatest news
for Nvidia now.
Okay, and it's on a downward.
So let me just get rid of. Now, if we look at this is kind of similar to what I was seeing with Polygon. It kind of went up, dipped a little, then it's come back up. But now it's looking like it's getting ready to get destroyed.
Oh, no.
Poor Nvidia.
Poor Nvidia. Oh, no. I love Nvidia as well.
Yeah. It had a good run. It's been doing well since September.
It has.
Considering when we looked at the S&P 500, the S&P 500 was doing terrible. Nvidia did what?
No, I reckon it would have done at least. Oh, wow.
58%.
Since September.
That's crazy. Anyone that spotted that.
Guys, if you're in Nvidia right now, I would look at.
And again, the RSI was screaming it. Look, 30. So if anyone spotted that, congratulations. I think it's a bit too late to get into it now, especially now that the moving
No,
average
but
is
I
there.
mean,
For the long
this
term.
is me, what I with my Nvidia kind of capital right now. Maybe even like reassessing putting it somewhere else for a bit, but
yeah, Cardano, however, is getting destroyed.
oh no.
Yeah. It's crazy to think that Cardano was at $3 and it's now at 30 cents.
Yeah. Huge difference.
It's actually crazy to think.
Wow.
But again, it is doing this kind of sideways movement now.
Mm.
If we look at it.
Yeah, I don't think Cardano's just not really done too much for a while.
No, it hasn't. So the other one to talk about was Axie. Axie.
Oh yeah, right there, Axie.
So this had a bit of a pump this week. Again, the same kind of movement. Look, here's this support line that kind of appeared on it and it went sideways and then bam.
But look at this massive green spike.
This one.
Yeah, but look how high it shot up.
194% in a day.
Look how high it shot up and then how quickly
it
came back down.
Yeah. Although this other one here, this second pump 47%. And now again it's making this nice little support line here. So I'd watch out for that one. That's an interesting one. What else is in here? Your friend Kyber.
Oh, Kyber. Here we are.
Again,
we do love
really
Kyber,
bad week. But now it's kind of
no, I mean that was more than a week ago. That was
really
mid-November.
Uptrend if you look at it.
Yeah. Fingers crossed that's gonna stick at its trend and
but if we look at the overall at all,
it actually got lower than its initial price.
Yeah, that's crazy. But for it to get back to its all-time high from where we are now,
that's nearly $10.
All-time high to now would be
now it's a bit lower, yeah. Oh, okay, not quite, but
yeah, 1,290%.
Fetch AI
doing 10%. This is something I've been talking about for ages. I've been talking about Fetch AI.
Weekly view.
Just because it's to do with blockchain and AI working together, which is an inevitable thing that kind of has to happen. However, this is again very interesting point. This has broken out over this 200-day moving average.
Oh yeah.
This is one of the only projects that's done that. And again, we've got this really neat support line here. And then the explosion above. So I would watch out for that one as well. Definitely have that on your watch list. And then the final one, let's look at Solana.
November was not the time for Solana. I think if you guys follow the crypto news, you know what happened there. Or if you don't, you should definitely read up about Solana.
But now, if you look at it, it's at like what? It's doing this sideways support line again.
Yeah, it's been doing that for a while. I think
the RSI when it was down here was at like, what was the lowest? 27.
Yeah.
So if you got it at that low of $10, 30% now?
Yeah, around.
Since 25th of November. Which can't complain.
It's not too bad when the other cryptos are not doing too well. Then the other cryptos are down.
Where else are you getting 30% gain?
There you go. Look, the other cryptos are down and then that's 50%.
Yeah.
That is not bad, especially when you look at the stock market now. There's really not a lot of things that are giving you gains like that.
Yeah. So it's just about
finding and looking and making smart decisions. I think we got the main movers for the week. Nothing had crazy movement as we have seen, but we are expecting a little bit more next week, hopefully. So fingers crossed next time we speak to you guys, there's going to be a little bit more price action in the cryptos.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
So I'll be Michael from Blockchain Sensei.
And Dominica. Nice to see you guys and speak to you soon.
And this is another amazing episode of The Voice of Crypto.